Welcome to the Ontario Place Cinesphere. We are about to watch the Wachowskis Speed Racer in 70mm IMAX. My name is Peter Kuplowsky, and thank you for indulging in a very selfish wish to watch this movie on IMAX. But also thank you so much for the amazing cause that you guys are supporting as well, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. First of all, I would like to acknowledge that tonight's event is taking place on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the New Credit and the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Huron-Wendat. We are grateful to have an opportunity to screen this film on this land. And now, a huge thank you to Inside Out, specifically Jenna Dufton. And Jenna, if you could come down and just take a bow for your support and the festival support. It was really important that this not just be me watching Speed Racer, but that this was going to actually leave the world in a better place. And 100% of the profits are going towards the Refocus Fund.
I almost wore the exact same outfit. I probably should have. Thank you. First of all, I would just want to thank you so much for bringing us this opportunity. Inside Out's Refocus Fund is a charitable initiative that provides support to LGBTQ women and non-binary filmmakers. It just started this year, and we were able to actually bring in 20 filmmakers to the festival this year for professional development, which is really great. So it's things like this that are going to allow us to grow that, including we're going to be adding funding grants to filmmakers in the coming year. So please keep an eye out for that if you know anyone who might be interested. And thank you again for having us. We're so excited to be here.
All right. I got a lot of thank yous to go through, because really this event is because of so many people in this room. A big thank you to the Cinesphere, Zara Nurani, Glenn Shaver, and June the projectionist, who will be projecting 70mm print. That's fantastic. It's been a lot of extra time. And at Warner Brothers, bless Warner Brothers, they told me on the phone, Peter, this movie didn't make us any money, so who cares? Go ahead. But the people that were so generous were Margaret Ramsey, Michael Deers, and Clay Silvera at Warner Brothers. Thank you so much. Also, big thanks to Beguiling. They helped set up those tables. They helped with advertising. They let me dress up as Speed Racer and hang around their booth at Anime North. Alex Hoffman in particular, big shout out to him. Woo! And I know in the copy I had said there was kind of a cosplay contest, but I think I'm the only one that dressed up. Which means I get the prize, so great, love it. Unless I'm wrong, does anyone? And you can just dress up in a suit and say, yeah, I'm Royalton, and I'll buy it, but it's all right. Okay, other big thanks. Another big savior of tonight is Steam Whistle. A big round of applause for Steam Whistle, especially Lindsay Cassell, and also Emily Reed for introducing me to Steam Whistle. That was amazing. Thanks to Mondo, who provided amazing vinyls, Speed Racer vinyls, which some of our campaign donators were able to receive. Barry Hertz gave a great piece in the Globe and Mail. Our incredible artists, I'm sure everyone saw the art out there. If you hadn't had a chance to pick up a piece of art through the campaign, want to after the screening, we'll see about selling some before we get out of here. But the artists included Andrew Barr, Victor Martins, Rowan Campbell, Justin Cousins, and Blondie Nation. Thank you so much. Your art is incredible. And in very exciting news, I did get a phone call from the Wachowskis' agent yesterday. They are aware of the screening. They're so excited that this is happening. And to the artists, I'm definitely going to be sending their pieces over to the Wachowskis. So that's really exciting too. And amazing volunteers, Adam, Alicia, Pierce, Mike, Mark, Justin, all out in the lobby, Melissa, Nate, Viva, thank you guys so much. When I stop talking, which I will eventually, I promise, there'll be about a few minutes delay, because I just want to make sure they get all seats too, so they can see the movie. And also, it's a long bridge, and we still see people on the other side of it slowly making their way here. Just want to make sure they get in, because the doors will close. Okay, finally, one of the reasons I love this movie is because as much as it's a technical marvel that nobody really I think was prepared for. I think Hollywood, from an industry perspective, an audience perspective, was really interested in something else than what the Wachowskis were creating here. But a lot of people in this room thought otherwise, and I'm glad for that. And I think it is an incredible film that completely redefines cinematic space by marrying it with another style of representation of space, 2D animation, cell animation. It's a cinema that is completely with the depth of field is constantly like everything's in focus, and it's a really amazing aesthetic piece of work. But for me, why I keep coming back to this movie, why this movie is so important to me, and why it I consider it a piece of personal inspiration, is because of the emotional resonance this film has. Speed Racer is a family film, and it is a family in capital letters film, and this event would not be possible without my family's support. My brother Adam, my brother Luke, my mother Wynn, and my father Walter. Thank you so much. It was literally like what happens in the movie making this event happen. There was literally a day where the ugly head of capitalism was making it seem like it was impossible to do this. And my dad even like sat me down and said, like, what can I do? You know, don't worry, if it has to be canceled, I will not be ashamed of you. And then, you know, there was a ring at the door, a proverbial ring at the door. It was Warner Brothers, and they made everything better. And so it's really amazing, but I'm so blessed to have this family. And what I love about this film is that it's, you know, in a lot of superhero films, it's about what the hero achieves. You know, and in this movie, Speed Racer is sort of the de facto hero. He's going to win a race. He's going to, you know, but it's not hinged entirely on his skill alone. His victory is entirely motivated and galvanized and emboldened and allowed to happen because of the support he has. And the movie never lets you forget that. Everyone in this room who's ever wanted to express themselves as an individual, as an artist, is able to do so because of their own talent, but also because of the people in their lives. And I think this is one of the profound messages of this movie, and why it is so special, and why it's so frustrating that so many people dismissed it when it came out, because it is such a sincere, loving message of how to make the world a better place. And yes, it was made for hundreds of millions of dollars within a capitalist system, but it is very critical of that system, and it asks us not to forget why we create art. And I ask you all not to forget that as well as we watch this incredible film. And I think that's everything I have to say about Speed Racer. The last thing is, of course, thank you, Lana and Lily, for making this movie. And when the movie ends, I want everybody to think of Lana and Lily. Shout it, we love you, Lana, we love you, Lily. And just don't wipe the smile off your face, because you'll want to hang on to that feeling. So, give us 5 minutes. We're going to get everybody seated, and then we're going to watch a truly magical film. Thank you, thank you, thank you.